Yo, cut the music. Hey, yo, I interrupt your daily scheduled broadcast to let you know you're in the field with the track stars. This is one of the loudest hip-hop radio shows on the face of the planet.
Yeah, it's about that time, you already know. Turn the speakers up, man, it's time to start the show. Sean, Tanner, Ryan, Righteous, DJ, Jeremiah. We bringing the heat, man, this joint be fire like, bruh. We in the field, we in the field, bruh. We in the field, we in the field. Just put it in work, we raising the bar. You tuned in to the track stop.
Yeah, back in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, this episode is sponsored by Flavor Fest 2018. It is going down, man. You guys might have missed them last year because they took some time off, but they are coming back strong in October. Make sure you're in the building. Track stars are going to be giving away some tickets and an opportunity for you to go to the concert absolutely free. So make sure you stay locked to the track stars so that we can help you get hooked up, all right?
And shout out to Jeremiah, man. This is hard. His job is hard, running the music and all the transitions and stuff. So shout out to him. He's in Chicago right now. But filling in for Jeremiah, we got Jered Sanders in the building.
Hi, what's up,
man?
Good.
Fresh off the release, Hurry Up and Wait. How's it going?
Man, it's super dope, man. I can't complain at all.
Yeah,
dog.
man.
Not at all.
So amazing project, man. We want to kind of dig into it, kind of find out your thoughts behind the thoughts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, right. This is your week, man. It's your week. Saw you all over the place this week, man.
Yeah. Collar pop, right?
Right. But yeah, man, so let's just start off, man, just in case somebody isn't familiar with you. God Over Money got signed. Talk about that, and then talk about who you are as an artist.
Yeah, man. Name's Jered Sanders. I'm with God Over Money. I'm the dude that changes diapers. When I get to the crib, my kids call me dad. The wife sometimes too. When I'm on good terms. I think other than that, man, I just, get to the crib, rap a little bit every once in a while, and, we see how it goes from there.
Yo, how did the whole, and this is probably common knowledge, and everybody probably knows this, but how did God Over Money signing happen?
The short answer is dating.
Okay.
Me and Dayton built on Twitter, not even on no music type stuff, just like, I really want to kind of meet with some brothers in Christ, you know what I'm saying, just meet with some people, and he sent me his number, and we built from there. I actually didn't send him any music until he wanted me for a feature, so I never went on it on some music. And I think we built from there, and then Dayton was on the side, like hollering at him, like, yo.
The best relationships come out of that. Just being authentic, not trying to be on a business tip, but just, man, look, I just want to build. I mean, we had relationships that started off that way too.
Word. And I think it's like you get that all the time. When you got a platform, a lot of times people approach you like that, like, yo, I got this mixtape, sliding in the DMs, like, yo, mixtape, check it out, let me know. And I'm like, I don't even really have a platform like that. And people be DMing me, and I'm like, listen, fam, like, I can't change your life. Like, sorry. Like, I could get you a double tap or something like that, but that's about it.
What trips me out is when you see people say, I will be signed to God Over Money, Reach Records, and whatever. Like, they just...
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
On somebody's Twitter feed.
And he tagged me in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Oh, no.
I can't do nothing with that.
It's a vision board, fam.
Yeah.
Put some respect on this vision board.
Oh, man.
So one thing I want to know is why did you decide to make your artistry so focused on lyrics when there's an age of people who don't? Like, what? Because it's obviously important to you. You spend time on your lyrics. It's on every song. It's clear that you're thinking through it. Why is that so important to you?
I'm a writer, man. I'm a writer at heart. Before I rapped, before any of that, I'm just a writer. So it's got to make sense to me. I've always liked writing. I've always found kind of a fascination with people's ability to put words together. So it was kind of one of them things for me, man. I was just like, yo, let's if we gonna write it down, let's make sure it makes sense and it's in a way that engages people, man. You know, I want people to be able to connect with it in a way. So that's what I do.
That's amazing, man. It's obvious. So for Hurry Up and Wait, what's the concept behind that?
There's the shortest way to say it would be, I was in a really tough season at the time I was working on the album. I had just got laid off. Like, I had worked at that job for like 6 years. I had just got laid off from that job, and you know, I trying to find my identity as a man again. You know what I'm saying? Losing that provider role kind of sucked. My wife was, you know, working at the time, so she had to hold us down for a little bit. And it's crazy because I had just signed the GOM. Like, so I'm like, yes, I'm winning. We want to do this. And it's like, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this can't be the way it's supposed to be. Right. And then, you know, during that season, the first half of the album, I was hyped. You know, so I'm making all this music fresh off of signing. And then all that stuff that I thought was like good got stripped away. And I had to kind of learn and put it back together again. So the Hurry Up and Wait process was like, you know, in the simplest way I could describe it is like, when God gives us vision, right? Sometimes God gives us vision, and in that vision, we think that he's telling us to go right then and there. And I was thinking, all right, yeah, God gave me this vision. This is what's going to come. This is what's going to pop. I'm going to go. And it wasn't time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So Hurry Up and Wait is like, be ready at all times, but you got to wait on God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us think we're patient until we have to be patient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, all of that was the cathartic process behind the album. So.
Got you.
So I'm going into the project, right? If I'm headed into the project, what songs, based on what you just said, what songs came from the hype and what songs came from the struggle?
The song that came from the hype was All Year.
Okay.
That was one that was like, yeah, we gonna get it. And then I think I'll Wait was around that same season. And then we had the beginning to the end of that season was like Long Way to Go. Like right then and there I was like hype, but then I like lost a job and I was like, dang, like, so what's going on? Right? So and then the album from then on is me trying to get back to the place that I was. Like me trying to get back to that joy that I had, absent of the material things. So it went from there.
So what song would that be? That transition period.
Like
I know this is a struggle
Fear of
song.
Flying. Fear of Flying is immediately
I like that one.
When that happened, I was like, yo, I was angry. I was writing at 2:00 in the morning, staring at the TV screen, couldn't sleep, stressed out. My wife at the time was pregnant. You know, like we had a baby on the way, and I'm like broke. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was me owning all of that season, all of that space. So that's when it really started.
I actually like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. So the video, walk me through that, because Hurry Up and Wait, the character in the video, he was in a situation where he needed money, had an opportunity to get it the wrong way.
Right.
And you met him.
Yeah.
What were, like, you can't hear what you're saying. I guess you're hearing what you're saying in the verse, right? But how important do you think it is for people to know that there's another way?
I think it's extremely important, and the reason that it's important is because oftentimes we don't see the other side of our decisions. So that's why you got to be careful with the decisions that you make, whether they seem easy or not. Like, take each and every decision that we make and give it the proper levity. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you put yourself in a
crashing the
here
show.
Here we go.
Double in the building.
Double in the building. Yeah, like you got to give it the proper space, man. So I'll Wait was about that.
That's
it was
what's
like
up.
a dude cleaning, everybody telling him no.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't sell. I don't want cleaning stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he got to the point where his friend was like, let's make some quick money.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, I'm going to pass.
So I got a question. In that video, what would you say practically for the person? He avoided a bad situation, but he still got to eat.
Yeah.
Is there anything he could do? Like, what would you suggest he do? Because you're waiting. What do you do while you're waiting?
I think the irony is, like, you know, we have all had a struggle, right? Like, I kind of struggled quite a bit. And I had to get down to that oodles and noodles budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you eating, though, You know what I'm saying? You get you some dollar store peanut butter
feel
and
you.
some
He
white
was
bread.
eating cereal in the video,
you
so
know
you
what
gotta
I'm
make it
saying?
work.
Hey, you gotta do that. Sometimes that cereal is like dinner, man. Like you just gotta get the big mix-it bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do it right.
The milk is the expensive part. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I could tell he wasn't really struggling. 'Cause
Yeah.
when we were struggling, we had water. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But
I never had to use the water.
Ah man, you ain't go through nothing. Ah man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So let's walk through the album. Talk about the prelude.
The prelude was actually a dream that I had. It was a dream where I met this young dude rapping in the mall, and he kind of reminded me of me. So I stopped and listened to his story, and he was rapping like, "Yo, my friends ain't really doing nothing. I'm trying to do this thing the right way," and in this conversation, I was like, "All right, man," I felt moved. So I was like, here's $20. You know, give me a CD, because everybody else, I'm sure, keep passing you up. And what happened is, and this was kind of the urgency behind the title, is I'm talking to him, and I had that opportunity to minister to him. You know, I had that opportunity to talk, but all I wanted to do is put a little money in his pocket, right? I didn't give him nothing that he could take with him, you know, like kind of like when Christ was with the Samaritan woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you drink what I got, you won't thirst anymore. But I'm over here like, here you go, had $20.
Yeah.
Like, and what happened is, you know, as the conversation continued to develop, like he was like, yo, you just like everybody else. So in that exchange, like he shot me. So I'm kind of looking at it from me breathing, struggling to breathe on the ground, talking about all these things going through my head as it happened. He hit a leg. You know, he started snatching stuff out of my pockets and all of that. And I'm like, yo, I'm dreaming right now. This can't be for real. But there was a weight to it that it's like every opportunity that we have to be a light, we got to use it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it seems like, you know, just giving somebody some money is cool. Like, yo, there's still the opportunity to minister and serve them in other ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as much as we might want to kick game and all that, it's like, yo, like there's something else we can give other than that. So I wanted to really give him something, and that was a wake-up call for me. I was like, yo, I'm not going to waste this opportunity. At some point, we're going to say Jesus in the conversation if we're going to sit down like and chop. So I wanted to give you that.
Yeah, that low-key happened to you last week, right?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was performing last week
Very
after
low-key
the show.
happened to me.
And this dude came up. He was
But I
trying
think he just wanted the money.
he just wanted the
I
money.
don't think he wanted that. I don't think he wanted the water that was.
He was giving
Word.
away prizes for whatever, and the guy
Word.
came up and he spit this poem trying to win the prize from Sincere, and he didn't win. And he just was like, the devil work you did today.
Yeah, this thing you've done
He
of the
cursed
devil
him.
today.
He cursed him.
Yo.
That's why you ain't gonna get your blessing. And I'm like,
So I'm
That's
listening
crazy.
to your song, and I'm like,
Crazy.
yo, this just happened.
Word. That's dope. That's dope. Prophecy, man.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
that is.
yes.
it wasn't dope at the time, man. It
I
didn't
feel you.
good.
I feel you. I feel you.
All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. What's the next song? Because we got All Year, we got
Yeah.
Go Outside. What's the next one that like really means a lot to you?
The records that mean to me more the second half, like Fear of Flying, Fear of Falling,
Yeah.
like Rain on Me. Like that sequence of records was when I was at the lowest of lows. You know what I'm saying? I was like trying to fight my way out of that space.
Yeah.
So Fear of Flying, I'm falling. You know, Fear of Falling is like me realizing how bad it is, recognizing how bad it is, and realizing how much I need God.
Yeah.
Rain on Me is like, fam, like I'm staring at the TV screen, broke, mad, trying to figure out ways to talk about what I'm seeing. And then we get to like Get Money, which is my favorite record on the whole album. Get Money is my favorite joint because a lot of people think that I'm trying to say go chase money,
Yeah,
but it's
right.
like, nah, when you broke, you got a baby on the way,
Yeah.
and you sitting on your couch and your wife is at work, the only thing on your mind is getting some
Yeah.
bread
Yeah.
to take
Yeah.
care of
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, let's get this money, man.
Yeah.
Like, so I could see that. I know where I was. I know the space I was in. And yeah, that was the one. And then, you know, I think once you get there, what's after Get Money?
Strangers.
Strangers. Yeah, that was me repenting, you know, from the space. That was me repenting. And then we get to Faithful, and that was me worshiping. And then we get to Hurry Up and Wait, like, which is like the synopsis of the whole
Yeah.
album. So pretty much.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Tell me about the features And how'd that came about?
Oh man, I got Belief out of retirement.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I
so
saw
I
that.
feel
Yeah.
I feel special about that.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I think the only reason I got it though is because he needed a verse from me. So
Okay.
let's barter. Yeah, you give me a verse, I got you a verse. Because he wanted me on a Christmas joint or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he put it for his Patreon followers or
Oh,
whatever.
that's what's up. That's good.
So I did that. He came through with the verse. I had a joint with Aaron Cole. Didn't make the album. It'll make it on the next project.
Okay.
So Aaron Cole, Kelly Cole. Shout out to Kelly Cole. He was kind of tight because I ain't put it on the album. I was like, yo, we'll use it. It'll get used.
No worries. No throwaway.
Yeah, like Joey Vontez. He was super cool about it, man. It took a while to make that happen, but he came through and bodied his joint. But really, I was just hinting, like Eris Ford did an amazing job. Shoot, who else was on there, man? Jay Carter did an amazing job. Like all the features,
Yeah.
they held their own, you know, and that's what I was hoping for. Mission held its own. I was like, yo, if you're gonna be on this joint, I need you to give me the best you. Like I was like,
Cause I'm a dog and I'm gonna get you.
Hey, listen, hey, it is what it is, bro. Like, hey, I don't want you to get smoked. You might get cut from the album. You know? It's a casualty of war, man.
Those are difficult decisions, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I think the features was everybody was dope, man. I was happy. Everybody executed. I love how it turned out. So salute to all of them.
For all the people listening live, just tell me what your favorite song is so far. I'm seeing Faithful. People listening to Faithful.
Yeah,
A couple people saying Faithful.
yeah, that's the joint.
That's
man.
what's up. So
People love the interludes.
Yeah. Let's, the little
Yeah.
snippets at the end. That's awesome.
Okay.
Is there a story to that? Like, what's the story behind all
Well,
that?
each of the channel changes, like for all of my projects. Like if anybody go all the way back to the beginning for me, every song between songs there's a channel change, and it's kind of leading into what the next song is about. So like before Eyes, you got a record where it's like the Chappelle Show skit. Where
Yeah.
It's like, you got a car? I don't understand. I'm a professional hater. Like so, Eyes was really talking about that.
Yeah.
Like so, every song that's following,
It's like
it's
a
talking
prelude,
right.
Because like the very end of the skit is really the beginning of the
Right,
song.
of the next song.
I noticed
yeah,
that.
So that's what happened.
So shout out to producers. Like, who's working on this?
We got Mar for Mo Beats on there.
yeah, I like him.
Yeah, we had Tone Jones come through. The Crates came through. My man C Life on the Beat came through.
okay.
Yeah, he did a long way to go, man. I told him to make that custom though. So, yeah. So, my man W did All Year.
You say you told her to make it custom. What you mean?
Yeah, I said, Joel, I don't want nothing that
Nothing you made
sent
already.
Anybody
Yeah.
else?
Okay.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
that.
I got you.
Like, don't give me nothing
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the collection. Like, I want one of those. I even told him like what I wanted to sound like.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, I got you.
Got a
Dope,
one-on-one.
dope, okay.
Yeah, W came through and did All Year. And this crazy part about All Year, we was trying to push that for sports. Like, I just wanted a song that people could work out
Oh
to.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
so
nice.
it worked out,
I hear
and
that.
dude shot it that way. My man J Dot did the prelude, came through, did some post production. If I'm forgetting somebody, charge it to my head, not my heart. Sorry, y'all.
So I got a question for you. What is the major difference in sitting down to work on a project as independent versus being on a label? And what changed for you?
Nothing.
Wow.
Signing to a label just made me wait.
Okay.
Like, cause you gotta wait for other people to drop.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
there has
yeah.
to be a plan.
Yeah.
Like, where when you're super independent, it's like, yo, I'm just do this. I like it. I'm gonna put it out. Bye. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
a label, it's like, yo, we gotta think about this. There's a
Strategy.
marketing
Yeah,
strategy.
there's-
yeah.
And you know, for me, I think it was a good contrast. Like, I needed to learn that piece because I was dropping music like every month. What seemed like, you know, a project I had like 3 projects out in like a year and a half. So I was like, yo, let's get it.
Yeah.
But now waiting actually has benefited because it's like, yo, now you go to the iTunes charts and you say, oh, this is what happens when you make people wait. This is what happens when you have a marketing strategy and a plan. So
It's the building of anticipation.
right,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
build it up, getting on people's features, like appropriately timed features, you know, getting things lined up. So it worked out.
So tell me the story behind the cover, because the cover is mad interesting.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's two-sided. It just depends on where you are in life. You know, I was really showing on the hurry up side. You got this guy sitting on top of this cloud with all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, his microphone, his money. But if you look at his face, he looks like disappointed.
Yeah,
Like, and it's like you could have all of these things, and it doesn't guarantee happiness. But then you flip it upside down, and you got this guy. All he got is a microphone, looking over his shoulder at the sun, and the sun, you know, obviously is representing God, but he didn't really have anything but that.
Yeah,
and he's
that's all he
smiling.
needs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ultimately, and on the hurry up side, it says that you flip it upside down, it's wait. You know, wait on the Lord is, you know, they that wait on the Lord will renew their strength. So
Yeah.
like there are a lot of metaphors in the title. So
You think that's the biggest problem of probably our generation is people trying to hurry up and get that fame, that success?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like I won't say that moving fast is a bad thing. I will say that if you move fast out of season, it can be a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I was watching a Willie Moore segment that he did, and he said he was in the church service one time, and people were getting super duper hype about the pastor saying it's harvest season, and everybody in the crowd was like, yeah. And like Willie Moore was like, yo, I got parents that are farmers.
Yeah.
Like we know
It's not
that that's
always
not
harvest.
fun. Like that means when your crops are ripe, you got to get
gotta
out there
work.
and
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Like the work begins then. It's not reap season. That means you got to go get what you planted this entire time.
And then go sell it.
So the work begins in harvest season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, I was just like, yo, people are racing, but they ain't got nothing in season yet.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You plucking fruit that's not even ripe yet. So because you want to show it off. You know, you got bitter oranges and lemons and
Yeah.
all that stuff feeding at the people, man. So just it's not a problem to rush. It's a problem to rush when it's not your time.
So how do you know? Because I mean, everybody probably thinks it's daytime, right? So how do you know? How can you tell yourself, you know what? I know I feel like it is, but it's not.
I think it depends upon constant dependence on God, man. Constant communication with God. Because I think the quickest sign of pride is lack of a prayer life. I think that's the quickest sign. Like a lot of people might, you know, think, oh yeah, it's boasting about yourself. No, it's the fact that you're not boasting on the thing that can actually get you what you need.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it on my own. Like, and when you feel like you're moving on your own, you're probably not in season. Like, it's probably not time for you to go and do it yet. So
That's
that's
good.
where I got.
That's good.
Who did the album cover?
His name is R.J. Vergara, man. If you saw the Belief in Fatherhood cover, like he
killed that
did
too.
it. Yeah, he did it. And I told him like I want something that's different from anything GOM has done. Like I was like, yo, I want like art. Like
Yeah.
I don't just want, you know, the simple picture with the Birdman palm brother. No, I don't want that. Like I said, I want something different. Like I'm gonna smile in my videos, cuz like I'm not like no stone. Like listen, I smile all the time. I gotta be me. So I'm like, yo, we gotta do something that's different. The rollouts gotta be different. We gotta present it in a different way. And you know, my GOM brothers was like, yeah, I like it, cause I came in with a plan. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't waiting on somebody to tell me
Right.
what it
Right.
is that we needed to do. I was just like, I need the videos. I got the other stuff.
Yeah.
Let me do that, and then we'll work on the other parts.
I don't think people know that. Like when you're signed, it doesn't mean you chill and just let people do stuff for you. You got to work, because when you come with a plan, like we got Rick Sincere, we got Miles Austin, myself. When Rick came with a plan, it's like, oh, okay, now we just gotta make sure it makes sense.
Right.
But if you didn't have nothing, it's like we probably gonna get pushed on the back burner because
Yeah.
I don't got time to think about
You
that.
can tell him.
exactly.
You
Boy
can
is
tell him
ready.
about when Rick didn't have a plan. That's fine.
When didn't you have a plan?
You know when Rick, look,
You got
I
a plan.
didn't have a plan initially, and Sean was like, "Bro, you need to go get a plan, and then come back, and then come back to me, and then we'll start your marketing." I'm like, "All right, cool."
But he persisted, man. Like you could tell when somebody's like, "Yo, this is gonna happen," and if I know you feel like it's gonna happen, then it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, then you get to get out
Yeah,
the way.
Exactly.
Like it's like let me.
Then it's
mold.
just the polish.
Let's
Yeah.
polish the edges a little bit. But yeah, I feel that.
That's what's up. So how's the God Over Money team? How's it like being signed to God Over?
Oh man, that's family, bro.
Dope.
Like, that's family. Like I told Dayton on the live stream, he said, "Who's your favorite GOM guy?" I was like, "Bumps." Like, not you. Like Biz. I'm like, Biz is my least favorite member. Nah, but like real talk. Nah, real talk, man. Like Bumps is the reason I like Bumps.
I like Bumps.
Bumps is just a genuine guy, man. Like Bumps been kind of on the back burner for a while now, you know, but he got life. You know what I'm saying? Dude got kids. Dude's got all kind of things. So a part of it for me is to see him in that season and still be full of joy. You know what I'm saying? Supporting anything that we put out. Like I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Dayton's my second favorite. I roll. Like he's my second favorite. But that's because Dayton's just real. Like, and Dayton is one of those dudes he's like, yo, if he rock with you, he rock with you.
Got you.
Like, he's like, he's the guy though that speaks in hyperbole a lot of times. So if he thinks something is good, it's the most amazing thing you've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, and if he does it like, it's like, yo, that's trash, B.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no in between. Like, it's like, but when he rock with it, he ride heavy. Say Lie and Biz is probably in the same spot. Say Lie, I'll be like, yo, you got to stop being so mad looking. I'm the clown, obvious, as you see. And contrary to popular belief, Seven is a goofball.
Really?
Like, yo, people think Seven is like straight up thug nasty, man. Like Seven is so cool and so goofy. Like he smile all the time. You never see it in videos.
Yeah.
But he smile all the time, man. So those the brothers.
What's the competition lyrically like with y'all? Do y'all spar? Because I remember when me and Double was on the same team, it was always like, all right, so what you got? You know what I mean? Like it's like a little count. And I've been in chats with y'all, so I know y'all go.
Listen. I'm the best. Like, there's no debate. Like, I'm the best there is.
Hands down.
Like, I'm the best. No question. And I'm gonna say, look at my face. I'm the best.
No smiles. No smiles, y'all.
Nah, but yo, I think the cool part is that everybody wants to be excellent. So it always makes you push. Like anytime I got a feature from a GOM dude, I'm like, all right, I gotta crack.
Okay,
let's get it.
okay.
Like, you know what
Got
I'm
you.
saying? Like, so I think it's a blessing because we all have different sounds. We all got different fan bases, like our sub niches, if you will. Yeah. Like we've got different people that look and listen to us for different things. So like I'll be on the Bizzle song and like I'll be like, yo, my verse was fire. But like all people be talking about is Biz's verse.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, forget all y'all fans. I don't like none of y'all. Like, but it's good because all of us keep the blade sharp when we're with each other. Yeah. So
That's good.
So tell them where they can find the album, how they can find you, keep up with you, follow you.
Man, at Jered Sanders. That's Jered Sander with an S at the end. Yeah, I just had to say that because some people say Saunders a lot of times. So
gotcha,
Sander
gotcha.
with an S at the end. Yeah, man, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, man. YouTube, I'm everywhere now.
That's
God
what's
Almighty
up.
certified.
All right, a lot more to come with Jered Sanders. Stay tuned. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Lego. Do you know that we are a full-fledged media company and we're here for people like you? We can do mixing, we can do mastering of your song, we can get you an album cover, design your website, do your music video. Yeah, we do all of that stuff. So send us your information right now. Contact us at trackstars.com and let us help you get out there. Let's go.
He said, I just got this way. Hey, you could tell them at the break since someone opened the door. I saw that. I was like, oh, hey, I'm glad you got in. Right.
Can you do all these things?
Yeah, I got eyes.
You might as well be up this morning. So let's make sure the audio, they can hear some of the music, some of it.
Yeah.
It's only but so much a brother could take.
I thought he was doing it. When you called me back, we was doing it. We was doing an interview.
Y'all did it in the car?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Derek, always being ready.
Hey man,
He put the mic out and you can use the car.
Did y'all do the whole show in the car?
Yeah.
How did the quality sound?
It's gonna be great. Don't doubt it, because Derek will get mad.
Shout out to V Rose for sharing the joint.
Brian, y'all just had one? Y'all just had another one?
That's just another girl.
Is that 3?
Congratulations.
Yeah, because I feel like one of the last times I was here, y'all was just about to have the second one.
Yes, exactly.
Man, he went back to back. That's dope, man. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. How old is your next?
He want a boy. It's another girl. 3 girls, right?
Woo, super new to the game.
3 girls, right?
Amen. They say
Super new.
That's why I'm not trying anymore.
I got a 5-month-old, man. Now that she's here, I realize that they all have to have their individual personality.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because one, I don't know which one she's gonna be, but one likes football and one likes cars.
What's that for?
Yeah, make her an Eagles fan.
Dope. Singing?
Yeah, you mean disappointed for like decades and then finally coming through?
Hey, listen, you got our throwaways, right? You got our throwaways, right?
Hey, guess what? You just got a ring. That's the only reason you get to talk right now.
I know, that's why I'm talking.
That's
exactly why I'm talking.
That's it.
It's a great feeling too. Ryan doesn't know what it feels like yet.
Oh, that's cold.
Oh, talking about the Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He get to I'm gonna let him brag on this squad.
That's all.
You don't get to do that next year though.
Nah, he's not bandwagon. He's been there for a while.
I am the least.
No, he's been disappointed for a while, losing for a long time. He's cool. Like he's been there.
Yeah, you know how it feels.
You sit right there.
Me? No, I don't know anything.
You know exactly how that feels.
Nah.
Y'all got one too, right?
How you doing, man? Good.
Yeah,
That was the
like
internship.
08, 10?
Good. No, 9.
Ended already? You learn a lot?
Okay. You come up here and take your anniversary.
I would say
You come up here and take your anniversary.
Okay. You like it?
Yeah.
And I'll celebrate that too. With another championship.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife.
You know what?
That's what Damien used to wear. You know Damien was like,
I'm taking
I told you I was going to tell you.
I don't see y'all repeating for several
But it was
reasons.
good?
That's cute.
It's not cute,
What's
it's
up?
real.
What's the word?
There's several different reasons why you want to repeat. Because it's very hard to repeat.
It is
Right?
very
You
hard.
lost a lot of pieces.
No, we didn't.
You did lose some pieces.
The pieces that we lost, we got better at those
And
positions.
then we got
Thank you very
And
much.
that's when I knew God was behind me the whole
Who did
way.
we lose?
Like,
Vinny Curry, right? We got Derek Barnett.
Go back to
I give you, no. Both not great.
To me, it feels like
It doesn't have to be great.
are.
They're a third
I'm
option.
not sure.
They're not.
They're a third option.
They are.
They're a third option. So it doesn't matter.
Nelson
And then we got our
Aguilar's good.
tight
Having
ends.
Carson Wentz.
We got our tight ends.
Jered Sanders.
Zach Ertz. Y'all are perfect.
That's all y'all do.
That's all they
Hold on, Jared.
Y'all need
Brought
to
him in to challenge him in fantasy football because I was like, I know if
It didn't work out that
they
way.
can win.
It didn't work out that year.
He brings it in the ring. I kill him. And
Is it
then
frozen?
Wait. It didn't work out that year, but guess what?
It ain't gonna work out
I got
no
further
year.
than Ryan.
Is it
I got into the playoffs, and now guess who?
He came to make it look good for
and
me.
guess who
That
has
was
3
it.
first
How
round
you
picks this
taking
year,
credit
brother?
for a
It's
squad
gonna be me, bro.
that you don't play for?
Who?
Like we won a champ. No,
him.
Fade won a
Hey,
championship.
listen.
They got the ring.
Listen. As much as
I thought you were talking about my fantasy squad.
as much
I won that
pain as I have
Let's
gone
settle back here. You ain't leaving. Let's sit back in.
I had to go. But as much pain as I went through, yes. Chip Kelly almost made me leave the Eagles, bro.
Made you leave the Eagles? You was on the
Yes.
team?
Bruh, look.
You don't like football. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
Who don't like football?
You.
I don't like football?
No, the only time you came through was during the Super Bowl when you was just like bragging for no reason.
When?
You don't like football. We've
Yes,
had
I
that
do.
discussion. I've invited you to the show on several occasions. You was like, I don't really like sports like that.
I'm not. Okay. So let me explain why I don't want to get on the show, right? Let me tell you why I don't get on the show. Because I'm from Pensacola, Florida. We have the Jaguars. There's no reason for me to be on that show.
Are you serious? No, are you serious?
They're good right now. Yeah, I know they're good this year.
They're phenomenal.
But they, no.
No, but they
just-
should have been in
just
the
got
Super Bowl.
there. No, they
Forget all that.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
They should have been in the
They
Super
should
Bowl.
have.
No,
They
should
should have beat New England.
If Tom Brady had choked
They should have beat New England.
So we would have beaten them worse than we beat
choked like a
New England. That's
Yeah,
all that works.
Jaguars ain't won nothing since I've been born. Jaguars ain't won nothing since I've been
And
born.
no, they was gonna
They were born when they should have beat 95.
They should have, but it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen.
No, I remember when the Jaguars first came
They
out.
just
You first
not-
came out.
Exactly. You know what? They need more consistent quarterback. That's what it is. That's what it is. I got y'all.
All right, bro. Oh man. When the Jaguars first came to the league, man, I was like, dang. I didn't know he
Didn't they
came
make
out around the
the
same
from
time.
the second year of this league franchise?
When?
The Jags.
Yeah, they went.
Yeah, they were good
I
at
think that
first.
second year.
Yeah.
And then they
went straight
faded
to-
really bad.
Yeah, I remember.
Blake Bortles and all that.
But who was the guy?
Blake
Mark
Bortles
Bortles. Mark
actually
Brunell.
turned out okay.
Yeah, Brunell.
Yeah, Mark Brunell, the left-handed quarterback.
No, they had somebody. Who was that quarterback that was really, really bad? It wasn't Blake.
Everybody
It was,
after Brunell.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Because then he ended up going to San Francisco.
You talking about Blaine Gabbert?
Yes. Yes, when they had him, they were trash.
But he's actually okay now as a backup.
So quarterbacks seem to do better with different teams. I think it's
You mean when they make the second?
when they make that leap, they seem to do better. They don't do worse.
You see when they
Except
go
for
to
Michael
another
Vick.
team?
Michael Vick did worse when he went to another team.
No.
Not the first year.
Oh no, when I went to the Eagles,
the
right?
second
Michael Vick did well with y'all.
Michael
And
Vick's
then that second year,
Steelers.
it was Michael Vick
Done.
2.0.
Yeah.
He was done at the Steelers.
He was
But he was a backup quarterback
Yeah.
then. So you don't expect much from Michael Vick as the backup quarterback.
I expected he came in and threw a long bomb. I was like,
He
oh,
won
snap.
one game that they
Yeah.
needed. He won a game that they needed, but that's about it. He's
To
good
be
for
honest
football.
with you, he didn't pay attention to film as a starting quarterback. So I know for a fact he wasn't studying much as the backup quarterback.
Russell Wilson is the progression of Michael Vick.
Who?
Russell Wilson.
No.
He's the smart quarterback.
No, I can't give it to Russell. He got to be Lamar Jackson. Oh no, you're born Houston.
No, but you can.
Russell, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
I can't give it to
I'm not gonna
Wilson
say that
because
because Russell Wilson has been excellent every year he's been a starting quarterback.
He has, but he's not as electric as Vic.
He's not what?
He's not as electric as Vic.
Okay, no, not running the football.
So he's
but
just a more mobile
nobody
Drew
is.
Brees.
So you think it's not? You think it's Deshaun
No.
Watson?
Y'all
I
ready?
think so.
10 seconds.
Wait a minute.
It's like popped in.
All right, entertainment report time. So the Giants, right? They got a player that's out there in the news. NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. found himself at the center of multiple scandals this month. The young athlete is now turning over a new leaf and has committed himself to God. So check this out. Beckham took a trip to the Holy Land this week and decided to get baptized in the Jordan River while also visiting several tourist attractions in Israel. He calls it the fresh start. He captioned this on his Instagram along with two baptism photos, which included the hashtag I'm forgiven. And what a time. In another batch of photos, the wide receiver is seen on a camel standing near the Western Wall and taking in the sights of Jerusalem. I couldn't ask for anything more. God, I can't thank you enough for this one. My journey is beginning, the NFL player said to his 11 million Instagram followers. What y'all think about that?
First pick in fantasy this year, man, has to be. Now that he's got God with him, there's no stopping Odell Beckham Jr., man, straight up. Like he was already a dog, and now you add, him to the God roster. That I'm extremely excited about his prospects.
So you think this will be the first season? Think this will be the first season he didn't get injured?
What?
How many seasons has he been injured?
I think he's only been twice. Yeah, but the only last year was a real serious injury. Outside of that, wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And so, his first year he got injured really bad and kind of came in like around game 10 or so.
Yeah,
but he still did really well. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: it's Odell Beckham Jr. And now that he has God on his side, there's gonna be no stopping him.
Okay, but is God gonna be over money for him?
I can't say that.
Oh,
because he just came in the fold. So he just came in the fold. So I'm not sure.
That dude is gonna get.
I'm
paid.
not sure.
He's gonna get paid.
I think he'll get paid
a lot.
Yeah,
he's gonna get paid more than regular receivers get.
He'll get paid either with the Giants or somewhere else. But I think the Giants will give him his money.
They better.
Yeah, but if they don't, somebody will.
But now Odell Beckham would do better with a better quarterback.
Eli's not bad.
He's good with him.
Yeah,
he's
especially with
Eli.
a nice running back.
Eli's always been the guy who's great when he has his guy there. Does that make sense? He's always been that guy. Even when Plexico was his guy, he was good when his guy was there, right? So no matter who's the guy, as long as his guy's there, he's straight. He kind of focuses in on one receiver, and that's his guy. So Odell's there. When Odell's there, Eli's great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Also, Dylan Chase talks being full-time. Rapper Dylan Chase is what most artists would consider a veteran in Christian hip-hop, but honestly, he's just getting started. The Die Daily rapper made an appearance on the Survival of the Artist podcast where he spoke in length about his career. He started in the early mid-2000s and in 2006 dropped his first debut project. Early on, things weren't going as well as he'd hoped. He collaborated with a young Lecrae and Reach Records, and he thought this was going to be his ticket to do music full time. Well, God had other plans, and it didn't turn out that way. It wouldn't be until 2014 that Chase would be able to quit his banking job that supports his family of, get this, y'all, 6. Family of 6.
Wow.
Now he's doing music full time. At this time, It was only 5. He jokes that every baby brings more streams. Chase is also known for having his teenage son be his DJ, a job that he started when he was 10 years old. For Chase, the family dynamic is the driving force to keep him going. He's able to make a living while spreading the gospel. He further drives into his testimony expectations versus realities regarding finances and shares some road stories, good and bad. He also dissects the success and the failures overall. The MC comes across as someone who is still learning and striving for excellence. What y'all think about that?
He's growing his own staff.
Yeah.
We need to get on that game quick.
Yeah.
How long before your kids start mixing?
Oh, man, he might be a little while.
Yeah.
I think I'll be retired.
I got a 5-year-old. We're going to have her start doing Instagram posts.
Well, I have a white beard by then. Yeah, no doubt.
No, but I think that's dope, man. We talked about that. It's hard to go full-time and make it like, and so that you don't look back at it. You know what I mean? Because every time you look at it, you're like, I could always get that check that I was getting before. Yeah. But now I got to wait on this month-to-month situation. Is the tour going to get booked? You know, all that good stuff. Is the merch going to sell when I go to the show? Am I going to say the wrong thing that people walk out the door before they buy the merch? Am I going to go on last? Am I going on first? You know, it's so many different things that go into that. So, I would imagine that would scare anybody.
Yeah, especially with a family of 6 and having to, you know, and being able to support them off your music. I mean, that's a phenomenal move.
That's faith
but
walk.
It's a tough move to make.
And the biggest fear for me has always been going on the road and being gone too long, right? Like going on the road, leaving your family, leaving your wife with small children, and they have to kind of like fend for themselves in a way. You know what I mean? You're not there to police the situation and help out. So to me, that's just the hardest part about going full time. So
that's real.
Also, Kanata Smalls, the solo rapper, 1/3 of Rama Soul, picked up some dope placements. His newest single, Look at Me, can be heard on every episode of T.I.'s Grand Hustle on BET. Tonight, actually, the song Oh Lord will also be heard on it. So that's really good. It's really dope. That's a good placement.
Yeah, that's great.
That's something that Trackstar is definitely looking into. In the comment section, Rick Sincere, Beyond Belief pre-order. Surfer Wolf, Poncho Season pre-order. Derek Minor, The Trap pre-order. K-Drama, Weatherman, Tori Deshawn, Boppy, Jered Sanders, Hurry Up and Wait. You want to say something else about that?
Yeah. Buy it, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stream it too. Stream is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you prefer to buy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also, Script, Field Trip, Brandon P, Better Late Than Never, Aaron Cole, Down Like That single, Angie Rose, The Fire single, Poetics, Rumble single. And that's it for me.
Dope.
All right. So that's it for now. Let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Lego. Do you know that we are a full-fledged media company and we're here for people like you? We can do mixing, we can do mastering of your song, we can get you an album cover, design your website, do your music video. Yeah, we do all of that stuff. So send us your information right now. Contact us at trackstars.com and let us help you get out there. Let's go.
He made me for this moment, I can't lose. I'm going no matter what you do. I ain't going down like that.
I was built for this thing, I knew I was built for this thing. I ain't been a saint, he showed me love anyway. I hear you talking away, get out of my face. He knew his plans for me, this for my family. You live in a fantasy, if you think you can handle me. Yeah, 705 Cheshire Street, where it all started in a condo. All we had was the Ray and John, got me feeling like Rondo. 14 years I've been in this thing, and I still ain't even reached my peak. Yeah, everything that I need already living up inside of me. Just a warm-up mic in a dream, using hip-hop, EJ, fourth in the mean, sleeping on church floors in the summer 14. Fam stay together like young Al Green. Ayy, rapping bars at them chicken dinners. For all of y'all that think that we beginners. Ayy, yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, so all I'ma say.
He made me for this moment, I can't lose. I'm going no matter what you do. I ain't going down like that.
Going down like that.
I ain't going down like that. Going down like that.
Going down like that.
I ain't going down like that. Going down like that.
Going down like that. Yeah.
I ain't going down like that. Going down like that. Yeah.
I ain't going down like that. Going down like that. I ain't going down, no die. Everything I want in the sky. You won't give me on my rhythm, don't try. I'ma keep winning till I die. I do this day to day. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I'm Jay. You got me, I know I'm straight. So I'ma just fade away. Strangers saying that they proud of me. Others, they just probably mad at me. Got pressure on my back, my mama need a stack. So really all the block and flatter me. Cause I cannot quit, you insane. My world is just different to Wayne. Can't do this in vain. Winning was birthed in my veins. Set it off Vivica A. So all I'ma say, yeah.
For this moment, I can't lose. I'm going no matter what you do. I ain't going down like that. Going down like that. I ain't going down like that. Going down like that. I ain't going down like that. Going down like that. I ain't going down like that. Going down like that.
Listening to the Track Stars with Sean Tanner, Ryan Righteous, and DJ Jeremiah.
Right now, you're in the field with the Track Stars.
Track Stars.
Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, and DJ Jeremiah.
Right now, you're listening to the Track Stars.
You know what time it is. Yeah.
Good, it's your boy Name It Gay, he Track Stars music artist, and you are in the field with the family Track Stars Radio.
Track Stars Radio.
In the field, Track Stars. Get it, got it, good.
What's up? This is No Big Deal representing Middle Tennessee and Indie Tribe. You are now in the field with the Track Stars.
Yeah, back in the field with the Track Stars. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. What's good?
All right, Flavor Fest 2018, man. Make sure you are in the building. Track Stars going to be there. I know City Takers will be out there, right?
Yeah. I'm actually performing Saturday night.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. The submission process was early this year. Like, I think you had to do it almost
normal.
last year, right?
It's normal. It ends usually in January.
Oh, that's right. It does end in January. Oh, it's selected by July, right? Like announced in July, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, shout out to City Takers, man. We appreciate you guys always sharing with us, man, and you letting
This
us
is
share
double
with you.
ATL, by the way. I want to
yeah.
announce myself.
Exactly.
Start asking me questions.
Man, they know
Jared
you.
sound different.
They know you. They know you.
Nah,
You have that distinct voice. I think
Yeah.
anybody in the industry knows your voice.
The most interesting
But
man in the world.
especially when you're on a track. When you're on a
Yeah,
track, it's hands down. That's double.
I'll
Hands
take that.
down. Yeah.
I'll take that.
No,
Thank
real
you.
talk. I was at my school, and you were
Oh,
performing
yeah.
at my school, and I was walking to my car,
Yeah.
and from a distance, I was thank you. And from a distance, I was like, that sounds like double.
Yeah.
So I started walking towards that. I'm not lying. I started walking towards that direction, just like that can't be double. I'm just.
That
I'm
can't
at my
be
school.
double performing
Yeah,
at my
at my
school.
school.
We
yo,
need to book the
I
likes
kept
of him.
Stop it. So I kept walking, and I'm like, double.
Boom.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
do
you
that
saw
one
it.
Yo, Double is touring
Nah,
everywhere
for
around
real.
the city. You can find Double anywhere. But main place is what? Marietta Diner? How many shows you do there, Mo?
Nah, man. Once a month, man. Once a month. The fourth Friday, you catch us at the diner, pack it out.
That's a spot, man. Y'all should own that joint.
Yeah, man.
You should be getting paid for a
for
commission
real.
right now.
Well, we don't ever wait that long. That's the blessing.
Oh, they know y'all are coming.
Hey, they push through. Y'all got to go. Y'all paid the bill. All right, y'all got to go. We got some people coming in. I mean, we walked in there with one time. We walked in there with 80 people.
Wow.
We brought 80 people to the diner with us.
Wow.
And we probably waited 20 minutes.
Wow.
We got like a whole VIP
That is
section.
cool,
at the,
bro.
What would Jesus do?
That
He
is
kicked the
cool.
people out from their meals.
That is
That's not.
cool.
That's cold blooded, bro. Like, hey, y'all got to go.
This is
gotta
to
go.
go.
This is
everybody,
to go.
everybody before y'all come get served in the to-go box.
Here go your trays. See you later.
The real blessing has just
You
walked
want
in.
us to do it for you, or you want to do it yourself?
We had an amazing night last night. I just
yeah.
want to shout out One Race Atlanta. Look that up, Google that. August 25th, we're taking a bunch of different churches from the city in Atlanta, culturally diverse churches, and doing a service at Stone Mountain on the mountain, August 25th. And really we going to see God about racial reconciliation.
Oh,
so
man.
we're going to Stone Mountain where the KKK was birthed and
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on the mountain and we're gonna come together. I performed at City Takers last night, and before I even started rocking, I was like, man, it looked like a spice rack out here because I'm looking. It's all different kind of races. It's like it's not just some bland, salt. It's just
got
like
you.
you
I
got
got you.
paprika, you
I
got
got
black
you.
pepper, you got sazon
Yeah,
from my
yeah,
Puerto
yeah.
Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow.
And it's dope, man. I think that's the kingdom, man. So August 25th, One Race, City
That's what's
Takers, Victory World Church, Father's House. It's a bunch of us involved.
So since y'all are here, we got Jered Sanders and Double ATL in the building. We do this thing called Noteworthy, where you guys could write in anonymous notes to us, so you don't have to put your business out there, but you could be real honest. This one is called Secular Music. So let's see what y'all got to say about this.
All right.
Convicted.
This guy says, guy or girl, I don't know. I have a question about secular music. Here's my problem. I'm an artist, someone who loves to make music and loves music in general. There are so many secular artists out there who make amazing music, and I get inspiration from them in my own music. The messages, of course, are different, but I study and take influence in the styles and the voices and sounds and stuff. My problem is most of the lyrics to the music of these artists talk about sex, drugs, violence, normal rap cliches, but as far as I know, it doesn't negatively affect me. And I enjoy it a ton, like it's very good, and I study it in order to make my own music sound just as good, but with a better message. I guess what I'm trying to say is, can I listen to these songs even though they have those messages? Because I take influence, study them to make my own music great, and because usually I think to myself, like, this is hard to read. Usually I think to myself, like, this is all these artists know, this is how they've been brought up. it's that hood lifestyle. I don't think that stuff is right, but I see why they talk about it. It's all they know. I see more than just the content of the lyrics. At the same time, I don't know if it's like, oh, it will influence you later type of thing. I haven't noticed any changes, and I've been listening to it for a while. Is it bad if you accidentally slip and say a curse word or almost say it when you're rapping to a song because you don't know all the lyrics, or just on accident? Because that part is like really fat. This is like a diary. Fast and complex, and you mess up. Or you just flat out mess up and slip, but you usually do a good job of censoring yourself. It just slips once in a while on accident. Also, is it just me, or are there times where there are like curse words in your mind, like you stub your toe, or something scares you, or something makes you mad, and in your mind, like the first thought that comes is blank this blank this dude, man. But you don't say it because you know cursing is wrong. You keep your language clean. Or like if your friend does something dumb or is acting funny, and in your mind, the first thought that comes to it is, what is this blank doing? But you don't. This is.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a noteworthy. It sounds like a tragedy. It's like talking out loud thing.
I think we get the gist, right? I think I get the gist because that's multi-part.
Yeah, I honestly don't think the music has anything to do with it. This guy needs to be careful stubbing his toe and bumping into people. Nah, I mean, I think we learned. I think we all learned that, because it seems to me he's going like, I don't struggle with it, but I deal with it. Like, that's what I kept hearing, the backtrack and back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, I think we all learned curse words before music.
That was a
you
stream
know,
of consciousness.
like, we didn't. You don't have to. You cannot ever listen to no music and still, you know, have whatever kind of language. I just think that person needs to. Like, if he's working on music, I would suggest to that person, don't listen to other music.
Yeah.
No, nobody's music.
Yeah.
Just find your lane, because he's all over the place, man. Like, when you're that scattered, and that just means you're not focused.
Mm-hmm. And he said he listens so that he can get better or just as good as the music that's out there.
He's gonna sound like the music that he's listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
There was a lot of layers.
There's
to
a lot.
That, there was a lot of layers to that. But
he or she likes to curse.
Yeah, the thing that got
in their mind.
me was that they were like, when it comes to art, like everybody says art is subjective. I'm kind of a different lens. I think, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think everything that's secular is not profane. Like, I think there are things that aren't necessarily trying to defame God. You know what I'm saying? I think I listen to love songs around the house.
Secular love songs?
I ain't listening to
you heathen. Secular love. Like, so I mean, I'm like, I think when we say, though, that we partake in, like, the most junky stuff and then be like, oh, but I take out the good parts. You know, it kind of reminds me of, like, you eat all this fried food, right? And you be like, Lord bless this food so it don't clog my arteries.
For my body.
Like, it's like there comes
I pray a different prayer now when I eat my fried food. Lord, please don't let this screw up the diet that I've been trying to work on.
Right, and it's kind of like, I get it. You want to understand the research and study. But if you're also being influenced by it, it's not just research anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer just research. Like, if I go and I, watch somebody's rap style and I watch how they move and how they operate in their day-to-day, there's a part of me that's like, yo, when you start walking around and you start doing the things that they did, it's inevitable. Like my wife, we spent all of our time together. So there's times she'll start saying the things that I say, like all my little colloquialisms, all my little slang words. She starts to pick up on it. So when people think that, like, influence works like it's so overt, I think they miss the point. Like, it's like little by little, like, you start to
take on
it's
them,
like,
take it on.
Can I do it? Can I do it? When you start asking, can I do it? You probably shouldn't. Like, when you start getting to that point, it's like, well, I don't do it all the time, no. Like you start weighing it.
Right.
So yeah, that's I would say, to answer the question, I would say really search your heart on what that looks like, because you might think you're not being influenced by it, but if you're partaking in it that much, it's inevitable to come out in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I think he or she just wants to hear like that. I think, because I'm listening and it's just back and forth and backtracking and going and backpedaling.
Yeah.
And it's just like, look,
And you know.
I think you need to take a season away from whatever it is you got going on, and go seek God. Like you scatterbrained, you all over the place, and something is influencing you. You ain't, that's why most artists. I don't know if you like this when you working on music. I'm not listening to nobody else.
I don't listen to nobody
because I'm a start to sound like what I'm listening to.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And it's like, it's amazing. It's already in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that you listen, you don't have to listen to it consistently for it to be in you.
Right.
Like if you listen to a certain type of music, a certain style, a certain artist, you may not remember it right then and there. It may not come up to the front of your mind, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like it's there. Like your pops, my if you got a abusive pops, you may not necessarily do it right then and there, but it's there in the event that you decide to let that seep out. Yeah. You'll see it, and then you got to be honest with yourself and stop saying I'm not influenced by it. Like you are, because you took it in.
So you think the influence of the music is definitely evident based on the way they responded to general situations.
I think if you have to weigh it like that, like is it cursing? Like if you get to that season, it's like, yo, well, you might want to press pause. Like just because it may not go anywhere. It may not go further than what it is. But if you have to really weigh it like that, there's already some duality in your mind. There's already something.
So
there.
Part of what he was asking is, like, he's not saying these things, but it comes to his mind, and he has to censor it. Is that a result of it already starting to influence you?
Well, the Bible says, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So I think there's obviously some toiling going on in his heart. Like, if he's got to think about whether or not he should or shouldn't. But at the same time, I think that we have the ability to choose whether or not we're going to actually execute whatever it is we're going. It's good that he's thinking, but I think it's naive to assume that one season in our lives can't drastically change the way that we see it. Like, anything can happen in your life. And the person that was strong spiritually as strong as they could lose their mom. They could lose their spouse. They could get sick. Then their entire perspective changes. Like, we know God by many names, right? But Jehovah Jireh is one season that we in. When I was broke and unemployed, I knew God to be a provider in that season. That is how I recognized him. You know what I'm saying? When it's Jehovah Shalom, when I was, all kind of conflicted and I needed that peace, that's when I knew God that way. So things change, seasons change in which you learn and identify what's really going on. So right now, you may be strong enough to be like, ain't nothing. But let's say your marriage gets a little difficult. Then what entertains you? Then what, gets your attention? So those things change. So I would say don't focus so much on the season that you're in right now. Think about it as a whole thing. Like, no, it might be easy for you right now.
But do you guys listen to secular music? Like, is that part of
I
your
could
day,
say
your week, your month?
My day, no. My day, no. And I think now it's because I got kids. Like this, and if I have to have the wherewithal, like, to not play it around my kids and not miss it, I don't have to listen to it. Now, there are times where, like, I'll get the edited version, like, and listen to it and be like, what they talking about? But I never run it back though. Like, I never really run it back. It's like, okay, that's what they talking about. Yeah. Cool, and move on from there.
I still listen to some stuff, but I gotta be. I'm a heathen. I am. No,
Jesus ears.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta pray for me. Now I listen to what, like, I'm a fan. I'm listening to what I'm a fan of. I like to stay afloat to what's going on, but honestly, I don't even really listen to music that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to more, like, I'm
beats.
on some podcasts.
I be listening to beats.
I listen to some beats.
Beats all the time.
Listen to podcasts. I like information.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm always trying to gain information. And so, like, if like like Drake album came out, I'm gonna listen to it, right? Because it's the information that's needed to whatever conversation is gonna revolve around that weekend that it drops, right? The group chat is always gonna be lit off of whatever comes out, because we are music people. So it's like, but most of the time, man, I'm listening to some talk radio or some
ESPN.
Yeah, some
sports.
podcast, just trying to gather information. But I feel like Nah, man, like I don't feel like it doesn't influence me, right? But I hear this person and I think he's heavily influenced off of what he's getting in. So I think he should just protect his ears.
So we've been talking about music, but Prophet Josiah just said, what about movies? Is there any difference?
But yeah,
I feel like we treat movies and music
fair.
different.
Like, and the thing is, like, let truth be truth. Like, let truth be truth, man. Like, movies, we do it, you know, but there's also movies that, like, now, I'm like, I can't watch certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, that don't sit right. And sometimes those convictions have to be what they are, and you got to let them, because, you know, the Bible even gets to the point where it defines sin as like anything that you're convicted about that you do is sin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what
it
if you
may
go to
not
the point
be.
where you're no longer convicted? Like maybe at first I may have felt something, but now it's just so normal to me.
Well, it depends on what's normal, right? Like, it depends on what that thing is, right? So, like, for example, like if I'm around people that smoke all the time, right? At first, it's like, oh, that's weird, but then like you get used to the smell. Does that necessarily mean you need to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like it's like I used to be around my grandmother. You know, God rest her soul, man. Like, she used to smoke a lot when we were younger, and she would roll a window down. Like, and we'd be like, oh, it smells like cigarettes. But then when you get away from that, and it's like, oh, this is what fresh air smells like.
Right. So sometimes you just got to pause it.
Yeah.
Just pause your whole world and see. You know, I actually, because I've been thinking about like eating better and stuff like that. What a lot of people say is just cut out everything and then slowly add it back and see what's really causing the problem. Sometimes you just got to eliminate, period. I did this with music. I tell this story a lot on here, is that I just gave up music for a year, period. Christian, don't matter. Everything. And then just to see, do I feel different? Do I feel the difference of influence in my life? And I did. I felt like, wow, like not hearing this stuff and keeping up with the news all the time, it does kind of seep into you. Even the news. I had to cut the news.
It winds you up.
Atlanta news is terrible, man. It's depressing.
I turn the TV off. Like, my wife like to watch the movies the news at night before we go to sleep. I walk up straight, be like, click, I'm cutting the TV off.
Like, it gets into you, man.
Terrible.
Like,
cut the TV off.
For a while,
me to
like,
be peaceful.
It teaches you how to figure out how much you really can. You can say you can handle it, but getting away from it shows you at what point do you start acting different.
Because it's real life, because you're taking art in reality, right? So a lot of times when you see, you could go, I don't watch horror movies, I don't watch thriller movies. I used to love them. I'm cut them out all together, right? So
why those?
Huh?
Why those?
Nah, man, because you just feel it. If it's an hour after I watch the movie and I'm still like, man, like, I feel like that's dark.
I feel like I gotta turn the alarm on.
I gotta watch cartoons for the next 30 minutes to go to sleep. I'm Gucci on that. No, but
it's real. That's real.
Nah, but like,
that's real.
Like you could watch the news and feel so affected by everything that's going on. The news, Fox 5 at night, or whoever, 11 Live, everything is like, at night is all the negative stuff that happened throughout the day. And you'll feel like, man, oh, come on, man, I can't. But then you'll go watch a movie and then they just killing people all day and it's nothing because you know, because in your mind you go, but that's not real. And then when you watch the news, it's real. So it's like,
yo, don't tell wrestling fans that wrestling ain't real.
Oh, no.
Like, that's what influence does. It makes you think things are normal that aren't.
That aren't.
You see somebody get slapped across the chest and it's like, ooh, you see that? And it's like, he got pinned on a canvas. Like,
you
know he's
look,
not.
My phone case. This is the event. It's an Avengers phone case because I'm a Marvel head. So it's like, I'm like, you can't wait to see this sci-fi stuff happen on screen. But if we walked out of here to leave, and you seen this monster float, like this big ship floating, and you see like Iron Man coming blasted away, yo, we'd be running for our life.
I don't care who coming.
You know what I'm saying? But when you go watch it in the movies, it's like, oh, we're just amazed by.
Yeah, till you see it in 3D though, and then you see the joint coming towards you. Wait. You got to close one eye. You know, just make sure.
So real quick, somebody asked me, how did I worship when I cut out all music? You don't need music to worship. You could worship by yourself. I remember songs. I didn't forget them.
You can make up your own songs. I don't know, like
I
brand new worship song.
Maybe because we different though. We different.
Sing a new song.
You may not feel creative enough to make up your own songs, but the song you make up for Jesus don't got to be good.
It don't got to be good.
It just got to be
real.
Gotta
sound good.
It's just you and him. Sing whatever you got.
But those aren't the songs you release on Spotify.
Don't put it out.
Nah, you know what?
That's your secret language. That's your prayer.
And it might
SoundCloud.
In this day and age,
you can put it on
in
Deezer,
this
though.
day and age, you might be able to get some spins. Like, Yo, people doing it now. Like, hey, it is
That's
what
like
it
your
is.
guy that
Like,
you was competing with yesterday.
yeah,
We won't go there.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that guy. Whatever.
Yeah. So that's the recommendation. So let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars: Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Lego.
That happened.
This show is brought to you by Trackstars. Allow us to produce a podcast to help build community engagement around your brand. We can record and edit a podcast specifically designed to reach your target market and utilize social media to create or enhance a loyal following. Go to trackstars.com/brands. Again, that's trackstars.com/brands.
They don't want me to be killer, they figure I never be hot as a killer gorilla. When I'm in the booth of the feeling, you know what the deal is. Now get out your feelings, so this gon' be critical. Cut the umbilical, put me inside of a mind of a criminal. Meaning I'm moving in silence subliminal. We get king up in the booth like familiar. I'm in the building, bruh. Tacular, fifth swift in the Dracula. Drake went back to the Acura. Did I really wanna see me when I'm acting up? I gave you the lady when I made it. I'm breaking out of my cage. I feel like I'm a killer, man. They calling me David. But they call me David. And my ego been like my Bathsheba, and she been trying to get me killed since our first meeting. I try to show her all my flaws, she can't see them. It's like I'm always talking code and she can't read it. And I don't know what to do. I try to leave her at the door when I go in the booth. I know I'm really insecure if I'm telling the truth, and I'm just really not sure if I can share this with you. Cause I'm spectacular, world-class vernacular. Hate it when I'm talking, really hate when I back it up. Hate it or you love it, you can't deny the fact that I'm spectacular, boy, I'm spectacular, yeah. Spectacular, world-class vernacular. Hate it when I'm talking, they really hate when I back it up. Hate it or you love it, you can't deny the fact that I'm spectacular, boy, I'm spectacular, yeah.
Let it pretend, ever the one, get it done, head of the sun, very done.
That's that Jeremiah chapter 9 we cooking up. Tatted on our heart, so nah, we ain't gotta look it up. Go ahead, right up in your cup and we gon' drink it up. Sinking in mud, keeping the grudge, eating it up, beating what's tough. If pride is what they banking on, I guess it's cheap enough. Those who think too much of themselves, they just don't think enough. That ego sitting high, boy, go grab it off the shelf. World's smallest package is a man that's wrapped up in himself. Why just bring it back when my faith won't lack? Is what I'm gon' brag with a case of facts. I got my mind on the savior. You know I'm blind, but I'm able to go kill pride with his favor. I'm on with a view that will kill everything that I think. So I crawl to my knees and I pray to my God. Ain't it odd? Ain't it facade? Get it out daily in his name, I'm alive.
Spectacular, world-class vernacular. Hate it when I'm talking, really hate when I back it up. Hate it or you love it, you can't deny the fact that I'm spectacular, boy, I'm spectacular, yeah. Spectacular, world-class vernacular. Hate it when I'm talking, they really hate when I back it up. Hate it or you love it, you can't deny the fact that I'm spectacular, boy, I'm spectacular, yeah.
Touchdown, let's score again. Touch hymns cause I'm born again. Go get us, let's go again. Hands up for the win. Do it for Rick, we next to kin. Hold up, I showed up. Smoking, you rolled up. So woke, no just. You need 4 cups, I'm blessed, you need luck. I laugh, you just blush. Beast mode, I just rush. Too hot, you can't touch. I intervene with dreams that need screams. With actors who kill scenes with dope lines for beans. Set changes for the scene, red carpet for the screams. Hollywood regime realizing they human beings. We need praise for our ways. Hard work, it all pays. Love games, no arcade. Be real, it's all stage. We need truth no matter who. We gotta choose what we do. Live right, it's just a few. PSA from me to you.
Salute. This is Eshawn Burgundy. Right now, you in the field with the Track Stars.
Yeah, back in the field with the Track Stars. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Was good.
All right, for all things Track Stars, visit www.trackstars.com. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram @TrackStars, Twitter @TrackStars. All right.
All right, this is a big day. This is a big day.
Yes, it is.
So big. We're
Yes.
announcing a new partnership.
Yes.
Between Track Stars and Dorema. This is Jean-Jacques and Nilset, all the
Yes.
way from Paris, France. Dorema
Yeah. Guys.
app. What's going on, guys?
Doing good.
Everybody. Thank you for
Yes.
the invitation.
Yes, this is an amazing opportunity for us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
All right, so let me kind of tee you guys up so you guys have a chance to talk about Dorema. So Dorema is a way for it started in France, a way for people to hear music, especially from the U.S. as well, Christian music. And you worked with Swoop and a bunch of cool artists that partnered with you initially, and you guys are already growing and got a lot of subscribers already. And this is a way for people to discover music. And now you guys are bringing it to the U.S. so U.S. can subscribe and they can become a part of it right now. It's an amazing opportunity. You get exclusive songs and rare songs directly from artists. It's a great music discovery service, and we're so glad you guys made it all the way from France to sit with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna do it in French. It's gonna be easy for me.
Okay.
It's just a joke. Okay. So
we got some people from France on here.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so like you said, Dorema is a Christian charitable music application. And Nilset, you can explain a little bit about the name?
Yeah, so Dorema, what's the meaning? So we use the dough for the chords.
Okay.
And the Rema, which means the revelation. So the Rema means the God's words revelated through the music. So,
oh, that's awesome, man.
Yes, this is.
Yes.
Yeah, so in the name of Dorema, we put our main vision is like to share what God say. When I was listening you speaking about secular music, Christian music, I was just a little bit concerned about, I just focus on the word, because what young people listen, they can affect their life in a good or in a bad way. So that's why one of the goals, that's why we create Dorema. And like you say, it's like a good opportunity for new artists to be exposed, because you have some users from France, but also from Australia, Japan, Africa. So, and we highlight some artists from this different kind of country. So we have a singer from
Malawi.
Yes, from Malawi.
Africa.
Yes, and she have a big fan base in France. So it's so amazing because this guy never imagined that some people in France can listen to his music, and especially because he do his music on his own room.
Right.
So for us, really good stuff. And we have some people from Arabic country too.
Yes.
From Kuwait.
Oh,
and
wow.
she listen music, she listen Christian music, she send some emails, say, this is amazing, now I can have some Christian music in my pocket. And that's cool. So we are so happy about Dorema.
How are you forming these relationships with people like all over the world? How's this coming about?
Yeah, when we hear a song and we really like this music, so we contact directly the artist and try to get through with him and to discover his passion for God, and then we add it on Dorema so everybody can listen to him.
This is a little bit the hard part, because when you find an artist on the internet, on Facebook, to get in contact with him is so hard.
Yeah.
They have a lot of boundaries. Is a good word?
Yes. Yeah. Great word.
Yes. They have a lot of boundaries. So we used to, for example, just for contact one artist, we used to send maybe 10 or 20 mail, like send some audio. We try to contact them, and it was so hard.
Yeah.
And we say, we just want to help you. We don't want to steal your music. And it was so funny because we are in Atlanta because of Rick, because we tried to contact him, and it's so funny because at the beginning he thinking it was a trap, you know. Like
Yeah. No, I got the email. Look, I got the email, and I was like, I said, yo, I don't know how to deal with this, to be honest with you, man. Some people from France, they didn't want to talk to me. I don't know what the deal is with this for real. I mean, at the time, nobody knew my music anyway, so I'm like, why would y'all want to hear me? But it's cool. So I said, look, I reached back out and said, I just wanted to make sure you guys are real, right? So I wanted to actually have I wanted to see you, right? And you guys agreed to that, and I was like, all right, cool, let me see you. And I had, I was in the studio with, God, y'all stand this.
Jordan.
Why can't I remember Jordan? So I'm at the studio with Jordan, and I'm like, Jordan, yo, I need you to come on with me, right? And just act like, you know what I mean, you with me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
act like you're like representative for me. So like when we talk, you know what I mean? Like it's fine. And they don't try to get over on me or anything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to think, but you guys were super genuine on the call. Everything was so cool. And when I actually saw you, I didn't have any other fear. And then that relationship kind of just sparked everything, man.
Yeah, for Track Stars, definitely. We appreciate this. You guys coming in and talking to our whole team and getting us comfortable and then just, you know, presenting what you guys had and then also helping us with the French version of our website.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Oh, we forgot. We told. So we created a Track Stars France, right?
Yeah.
So there's a Track Stars France website where they're working on getting it translated. So what we see on the U.S. version, they'll translate it locally for everybody in France. So that's they actually
that's
run.
a huge audience.
This is Track Stars France. And
Yes. That is
amazing.
huge for us.
So I don't know if everybody understands how big this is. They also do concerts and events and showcases all over the world, right?
Yeah.
So if you're an artist, and first of all, this is just big news for everybody who's a part of Nectar because now this benefits you directly. But you guys, some of the artists that you brought out to a show so far?
We have some. Okay, so we have Swoop,
we have
Anchoriz, Bekache.
Okay.
1224 from UK.
1224 is they're awesome.
AMP
From
AMP,
Atlanta.
yeah.
Chantekan,
Yeah.
she's a singer.
Okay.
And Jejin, a Korean guy.
Okay.
So it was, and many French artists. But it was so cool because when they come, they think they don't have audience in Paris.
Yeah.
Because they think nobody speaks English in Paris. But we used to listen song in English. Even if we don't understand all the word, you know, you have something in USA that we don't have for the moment in France. You have the flow, you have the beat. You know how to make it.
All right.
So it was so cool. So when people come and sometimes they don't understand all the word, but they have a contact with the artist because we have a somebody who can translate on the stage. So they feel the hurt of the artist. So the connection is like boom.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think we have the big part of the Rema is the charity because we don't speak about it because this is one of our hearts.
Yes. So what we do with charity is that when we have a subscriber, we take an amount from his subscription and we give it to the charity because we wanted to build class for children all around the world for them to have the opportunity to develop their creativity and to connect with good music.
And this is my wife, Laura, but you cannot see her. She's in charge of the Rema charity. She's with us. She do an amazing job. She's doing an amazing job because we're gonna open four classes between 2018 and 2019. The first one we're gonna build one in Ecuador in September.
Wow.
So it was so funny because when they saw black people want to open free music school, they think, they want to do just for Africa. But we say to the guy, hey, wake up. All around the world, people need. So we have to do, we're going to open one in India too.
Okay.
One in Burkina Faso, West Africa, and one in South Africa. So this for us is really
awesome.
It's really awesome because we believe in creativity. Sometimes we just send food and clothes and we forget about creativity. And I believe that music, art, dance can help to build the personality of a child. And if we teach them how to worship, if they are alone in their room and they have any problem, if the only song that they know with the music is worship, they're gonna call God. So it's gonna be a kind of way to share the gospel too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's amazing. So I mean, I don't think you guys. I don't know if it's landing on you guys. They are looking for music. They are looking for music. If you're already on Nectar, they're gonna get your music. But I mean, they've been meeting with other groups. You know, a lot of other big CHH labels. So if you haven't met with them yet, contact them ASAP because this is big. They really take care of people financially as far as artists. Their original goal when they first came and talked to us was they want to make sure artists are getting what they're worth. Right? There's a lot of people short people on. Their deals are so fair. It's amazing that they're able to make that work. So if you're a major label in CHH and you haven't talked to them yet, talk to them ASAP. And we've just been sending people there because we don't need any of the money that comes from that. Just go talk to them. Go talk. We want them to succeed. Again, if you're already with us, you're straight. But I want every other group represented. Even the groups in here, God Over Money and City Takers out. Talk to these people because this thing is big. This is really, really, really big. And this is an international movement. I think we get stuck sometimes on what's happening in the U.S. But just knowing that there, and we're gonna play an artist in a second that's non-U.S. based, but there's artists all over the world making Christian music, hip hop, R&B, gospel, everything. So we need to kind of build this global Christian community. It's not just about what's happening here. This thing is larger than that, and they're helping they brought it to our attention. What all the things that are going on all over the world as far as Christian hip hop. So this is amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So I want to make sure. And you actually have some fans on here. Julian Celestin. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think he's a part of the basketball league you guys started.
Yeah.
Can y'all talk about that a little bit? What's the basketball thing about?
The basketball team? Okay. This is. So yes, it's true. So we create a new basketball team on the national French championship, but we start at the lowest level because it's different than in US. For example, in US, when you're on NBA, you cannot go down. But in France, the 3 first go up and the 3 last go down. So we can start at the last league and you can go on the top. Okay. So our goal is to go on the top. So we build a team, we bring some American player, and all the staff are Christian. But this is a regular team, but all the staff are Christian. So we have 3 American players who play with us this year. So we win the championship. We were champion. It was awesome.
Oh wow! I bet.
And we draft 2 new players this year in Charlotte, and we bring them in Paris. So we take care about the food, the house, and we give them the opportunity to play in France. And if they are really good, maybe biggest team can give them an opportunity. We don't want to keep them for us. It's a way to give an opportunity because we know to play in NBA here is so hard. Mm-hmm. So they have some good talent and they can come and try their chance in Europe. So this is another way. So Dorema is the sponsor of the team.
That's huge. Forget all the music stuff we just talked about. They told us that the other day. We're like, y'all are doing what? It's serious, man.
Let me get it right. I just want to understand fully. You have a basketball team?
Yeah. With my brother-in-law. You remember Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the coach. Yes.
He's the coach of a basketball team that won a championship.
Yes, this year. You can follow us on Facebook.
Can I now?
I think he's trying to figure out a way he can get on the team. That's what I think he's thinking about.
No, I'm not the American you want. Yo, that is dope, man.
They're doing big
crazy.
We tried.
Big things. Big things.
How'd that come about?
Whoa. I think if Jonathan was here, it's going to be awesome. But, this is a really long vision and story. When we received the Rema in basket, it was at the same time in Charlotte after something crazy that we do. We fasting for 49 days with my brother-in-law, and God tell us, take a plane, go to meet Pastor Furtick. Say, we don't know him. Is this the main church? So we take a plane, and many miracle story when we go to rent the car, no money on the credit card, but it's working. So okay, thank God. And crazy thing.
Miracles.
And when we arrive in Charlotte, we don't meet Pastor Furtick because he has to leave, but we meet all the staff, and we meet a guy who starts something in basketball. And when we speak, so many things happen on this trip. And when we go back, we say, okay, we have to do something. And we start to work on the basketball team and the Dorema project. They take 1 year. When we finish, we create the team. We launch Dorema most of the same time. First year of Dorema, we have 800 users.
Yeah.
So it's good. And first year with the basketball team, we are champion.
First year you won a championship.
Yes, of the last league. And the mayor of the city come. We have a prize from the city.
The mayor of the city.
Yes, yeah, because they say you are so small, you don't ask about any money, but you come in the city, you win the championship, and you help the children. We don't know a guy like you, but we cannot say we are Christian because in France, like when you're a Christian, like they don't want to. They say, you have a special heart. Say,
Yes, I have a special heart.
Yeah. This is y'all. So y'all win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Y'all win the championship.
It was huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all launched the Rema. It's a big year. And I'm trying to drive this home, artists. I don't know if y'all are listening. this app, the way they don't pay just like per stream.
They don't.
They have subscribers.
Yes.
Every subscriber that they send your music to, whether they listen to it or not, you get paid for each subscriber.
Yeah.
This is a whole nother thing. This is a whole nother thing. This is huge. This is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Like when you send your
Yeah.
stuff to Spotify, if nobody listens to it, you don't get no money.
Yeah.
If they send your music to their subscribers, you get paid for all of them, regardless if they listen to you or not. That's incredible. So you really have to contact these people.
I was
How else to say
reading
this?
ASAP. I was reading over the contract for Trackstar's music, and I was just like, "Whoa, this is." I mean, I wasn't expecting.
It's the future.
It's crazy. It is. It really is. And if you're an artist, it's man.
So
big.
everybody, please get in contact with Dorema ASAP. This is gonna change everything. I promise you, it's gonna change everything.
You can follow us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page. We also have the website, and the spelling of Dorema. It's DORHEMA.
Yeah.
So
and
follow us.
So that's for the artist. Now, if you're a fan and you want to experience an international crop of music, not just what's local to your city, sign up for Dorema now. The app, they're actually coming out. They're going to be revamping the app soon too. So that's coming too. Go join Dorema. This should be your #1 app for streaming because this is our thing. You know what I mean? This is our thing. And it exposes you to something outside, and it helps. Just think about all the artists you love in Christian hip hop. This is going to help them so much to be able to be invited across the sea to go perform in France and in Africa and all. Like they bring artists to their events. They're planning on bringing some events to the U.S. Right?
Yeah,
we're talking award shows. We're talking about like their vision is so huge. I just want to make sure I'm trying to translate it properly for them because I don't know if they fully understand what's going on here. This is huge.
I mean, we talked about going over to France. So, I mean, it's big. Anybody who gets the connection, it's life changing. Go international. I've always wanted us to be more international than we are domestic because people appreciate you more. I'm saying that to everybody.
That's biblical. That's biblical.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So man. So again, tell them how to find you guys. People are already in the chat asking, how do I contact you? How do I contact you? How do I get in contact?
So, as I said, you can go on our website. So it's www.dorema, so DORHEMA.com. And you can have all the information about what we are doing. You can also find our website special that we created for the artists. So in this website, you go and you fill all your information. You have a contract to sign that allow us to use your music, to stream it, and to pay you as well. And in this website, you can download your music, and then when we approve it, we can launch it and stream it.
So as they grow, you grow.
Yes, exactly.
As their subscribers grow, you do better.
Get in on the ground floor.
I think after this video, we're gonna have problem with Spotify. They're gonna try to contact us. Hey, what are you doing?
So I'm putting the link in here.
Yeah.
Go download the app. Just go get it. There's a free version and a paid version. So just go ahead and get it now, experience it, and then sign up for the paid version ASAP. This thing is gonna be huge. Like this thing is moving. So jump on, everybody that's listening. Go download it right now, right now, and take advantage of that. And as far as Trackstars France, you can see the beginnings of the site. We're still developing it, but just go to trackstars.fr. You'll see they've translated the homepage, and we're working on getting the articles translated soon. So it's growing. It's growing.
And on the app also, on the app you can see the Trackstars videos because you have a part where we stream the videos. For the moment, it's in English, but we're working about the subtitles.
They say we talk too fast.
And we talk over each other. So that's hard to deal with.
It's hard.
So it's hard a little bit.
But they've done a great job just because you can't just Google Translate what we say here, like because there's so many little slang terms and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't quite make sense. So they've been able to take what we say, the articles, the videos, and make sure it makes sense natively in France. So it's awesome. Awesome.
That's cool.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You did it. Nothing to worry about, man.
They're headed back to France really soon, but you're coming back. I'm trying to get y'all to come to with us to Flavor Fest, right?
Yeah, we will be there for sure.
Oh, y'all going to Flavor Fest? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got to make that happen. And they were just at South by Southwest, so they're able to meet. Who'd you guys meet? You guys met Daraj.
Yes.
Who else did y'all meet? Y'all met so many cool people.
You know, Derek Minor.
Oh, Derek Minor. Yeah.
They met Chad. They met Doc.
Yeah, Horton. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. So it was an awesome trip. So they'll be coming back over and over again to Atlanta. So as many times as we could tell you about them, make sure you go check it out, download it now, get the app, go to the website, sign up right now. If you're an artist, find them, contact them, and get a deal done with them ASAP. If you're a Nectar artist, you're already set. We're good as of today. But everybody else, sign up with them right now. Dorema.com.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys for coming.
Amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome.
You.
All right, let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Lego.
Je me suis éloignée de mon père, de mon frère, de mes amis. J'ai voulu goûter à ce monde, tester mes limites et braver l'interdit. Vivre comme j'en avais envie, mais je me suis heurtée, je me suis blessée. Maintenant je veux retourner à la maison. Est-ce que mon père va m'ouvrir après ma trahison? Mais j'ai retrouvé le chemin. Papa, pardonnez mes erreurs.
Streaming services. And I've already started.
Who are the 3 American players?
I'm at Charlotte. I'm at New York. But I started. So when I get my laptop, I saw some player.
Yo, do me a favor. What we'll do?
Yeah, I checked my emails to make sure I send me that. I wasn't ignoring nobody.
If you want, we can interview you.
No line for line today. That's Jeremiah's thing. I can't handle that. Try to do it next time.
Even
Yeah, for holiday.
Send me his contact. Okay. Cool. You do that?
Yes.
And we'll interview him on the phone.
Oh, cool.
Real easy. And then if we do that like this week, if you want.
Yeah.
And then your coach?
No, I'm just assistant.
No, I'm saying your coach.
Oh, Joe? Yeah, Jonathan is in US.
How's your right now?
Oh,
like how's
it's good. Oh, perfect. Yeah, because I know North America just dropped. I just dropped on the 20th. It was like a surprise. How does the mayor of Atlanta get that message? Jeremiah knows. Jeremiah knew about it. He might have played out. Yeah, I dropped on the 20th, man. I was on vacation. That's what you're performing. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're performing in I don't know yet, because the thing is Montel's gonna be at Flavor Fest this year. Montel Jordan. He's speaking at Flavor Fest. And if he's there that night, the record that we got together, I may do that. Oh, I think that would be dope to bring him. That's perfect. Bring him out. And one K's gonna be there, so I might try that.
Oh, y'all gonna do the fettuccine joint?
Well, no, I'm not on fettuccine, but we got video playing.
Oh, yeah, the video, that's what I'm
Yeah. Nah, so I might try to, if everything happens the way I would like that, I might just do those 2 songs. Bring them out. That's all you need to do. Yeah, the guy was talking and then
So you got the night stage?
I got the next stage. Yeah, Saturday. Where do you play that church? It's 10 minutes away. I'm excited about it, man. I'm always excited about it. I'm always excited about things like that. You have to help me set up. Kick it with your homies, man. You only get to see them once or twice a year, and everybody's in the same place. And then I love like the way Pastor Tommy has set up Flavor Fest over the years. They do a culture of this ain't about y'all just being artists. So it feels more like community. I think a lot of people. I think if you out there, you got your guard up, it's because you want that. So I think you get to like I brought people with me. I brought like people like young homies with me to Flippin' Fest, and they're bugging because they're like, yo, I was hanging around. I had one kid, young kid. He was like, yo,
I'm in the field with Track Stars right now. I had a
like,
blessed time. Hopefully you guys are listening.
So
If not,
it's like
losing.
We got that vibe there. That it ain't got everybody ain't got to be all like standoffish and puffing their chest out. So I love it. Pastor Tommy and his team. They set up a great coaching thing. So I'm always excited to go.
Yeah, they really did, man. Actually, that was the first time where I could fully understand the difference between hip hop artists, normal hip hop artists, and our Christian community, right? Because I could see artists that I had really high opinions of, right? But I could just walk up to them, shake their hands, dap them up, and talk with them.
Because sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes.
Yeah.
You meet them in the wrong place. Yeah. You meet them in the wrong place.
You know the crazy part?
You might.
I feel like the culture they might not be heroes no more. It's probably going to be easier than that Legacy.
Yeah.
How was Legacy? I haven't been there yet.
You know, I've never been.
I've never been either.
Because like I always felt like they were treated like adults.